guys, this bit you're going to watch is going to dismantle the whole thing for Alex.
Can I have hijab, please?
Babe, I gave you hijab 3 times.
Hello people, this is Socrates San. In my previous video, I had a comment that said, "Can you please debunk this video?" Oh yes I can. Oh yes I can, my dear friend. Okay, and I click this link and it was this guy, Ali Dawah. He named this video, look how he named his video, Atheist Cut Out by Muslim. Cosmic Skeptic. Really? Is this what happened? Not the opposite. Okay, let's see.
Now compare that with the clip that you see after the cut. As you can see, not only has his hand positions changed, I mean, I'm surprised I have to explain this to you because it's obvious what's happened here, but just in...
This is a contention that I hear all the time. If something can come from nothing, why doesn't it happen all the time? Okay, if things can just pop into existence, why doesn't a car just appear right here? Well, there's a simple reason for that.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! I thought you said you don't believe...
Okay. My only struggle in this video will be to be able to speak and not laughing. Okay, look what this guy did. He put the embarrassing scene with Mohammed Hijab cutting and pasting the debate, and then he didn't address this point. He went directly to some other point.
Before the video starts, guys, check out our sponsors, Nature's Blends. They specialize in premium Ethiopian black seed products. Their products are fantastic health supplements and also from the Sunnah. The website is in the description link.
And also from the Sunnah. What do you mean, my friend? Because Mohammed said Ethiopians raising heads. God damn it. Wow. How on earth is this from the Sunnah? A seed from Ethiopia. Maybe you mean Mohammed said Ethiopians raising heads. Maybe that's why it's from the Sunnah. Anyway, let's continue.
Below, you can also use the discount code SALAM10 for 10% off their products. What are you guys waiting for? Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. Hope you guys are well, inshallah. Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to be analyzing some allegations that's been thrown towards Muhammad Hijab. And we're going to be just, we're going to be fair. If we see hijab being wrong, we're going to tell him, we're going to call him out for it as well. Because Allah says in the Quran, speak the truth, even if it's against yourself or your kin. So that means the Quran comes above hijab and every other Muslim. So we're not here to defend individual Muslims. The Quran is our criteria. So I've called this video of named Cosmic Hijab, yeah? Now, I'm talking about Cosmic Skeptic and Muhammad Hijab, Cosmic Hijab, both of them. I'll be analyzing them, but there's another reason I call it Cosmic Hijab, because I believe Cosmic Skeptic is throwing a lot of hijabs. Now, what do we mean by that? Yeah, Alex might be watching thinking, what on earth are you talking about? Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Hijab is something that covers the beauty of an individual, a woman, yeah, covers their beauty.
Why? You are not telling us all the story. Why? It covers her beauty. The patriarch Arabs who invented Islam, the harem culture, the polygamist culture, in order to go around their merchandise, they had to put women in bags. That's the reason, to cover their beauty. Because according to Islamic thought, an Arab Muslim man is never to be blamed. Never. Okay? He's the only category in the universe from all species, even from aliens. Okay? He's the only category in this universe that is never to blame for anything. Straight Muslim man. According to Islam, this category is beyond criticism. It just happened to be the category of Muhammad. How about straight non-Muslim man? No. How about gay Muslim man? No. Only the category of Muhammad is exempt from any criticism, according to Islam. Okay, what? Did you just rape a woman? It's her fault because she didn't cover up her beauty. What? Did you just put a bomb with nails in a playground? Come on, you. Come on, you. You will go to heaven. What? You want women? How many you want? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, whatever. Take how many women you like. You are a straight Muslim man. What? You like children, to marry children? Here's my daughter. Take her. Allah has a daughter. What was the daughter of Allah? Alusha and Manat. Here, take Manat. Take her. What? You want to conquer the world? Please, go ahead. Free. Everybody pull down your trousers. The straight Muslim man want to conquer you. Okay, that is Islam, my friend. You have one category, the category of Muhammad. What a coincidence. And it's in the top of the food chain. Okay, it's first. Let me tell you how is the chain, the food chain, according to Islam. First is Allah. No, sorry. First is Muhammad, then is Allah, then straight Muslim man, and then the abyss. And then is the abyss.
So I believe that what Alex is doing is obviously, even though Alex has referred to women in hijabs, bags, like inanimate objects. I was shopping yesterday. I put inanimate objects in my bag.
What did you say just now? Please say that again.
So I believe that what Alex is doing is obviously, even though Alex has referred to women in hijabs, bags, like inanimate objects. I was shopping yesterday. I put inanimate objects in my bag.
The cosmic skeptic referred to Muslim women as bags, as inanimate objects. Is that what you said he did? He referred to Muslim women as bags. Is that what happened? No. In fact, the cosmic skeptic, in a completely intellectual manner, referred to Sam Harris, who said putting Muslim women in bags. He didn't say Muslim women are bags.
So this is what he referred to him. Let's just quickly watch that clip.
Sam Harris makes a good point that oftentimes if we go into, if I went into Somalia and said you shouldn't be putting women in bags, they'd probably say, they would accuse you of, I think he uses the term cultural imperialism, which is...
So you guys saw it for yourself, two individuals sitting there talking about Somali women as being in bags. So he refers to women in hijabs as that, sadly, yeah? And if there's any Somali YouTubers that you know, couples or individuals, please send that footage to them. They can react and see how they feel about being called being in bags, or their mothers and sisters being in bags.
So, this week, Mohammed Hijab, after his expulsion, coincidentally took a stance in favor of women's rights. Women in Somalia, with 98% female genital mutilation, now they have the blessings to wear their hijab freely. Women all over the world are celebrating. The United Nations, to honor his bravery in favor of women's rights, they will include him in the Mother's Day, honorably. So, the next time when we celebrate Mother's Day, we will celebrate also Mohammed Hijab for the blessing he is to women's rights everywhere. Let's not forget that he saved Africa one time, so now it's the second time. In 1 year, he saved Africa 2 times. Mohammed, you are a blessing to women everywhere. I am not a woman, but you are still a blessing for me. Imagine, I might change my gender to receive your blessings.
So someone alerted me something very disturbing from this young bitter little boy. Yeah, this bitter boy that I gave him a chance yesterday. And look what, you'll be shocked at what this guy who I debated a year ago in Oxford, yeah, at what he's actually trying to insinuate and what his followers are saying. Look at this, yeah. I've done a whole speech to him, heartfelt discussion. I'm going to put up what I said and what they're saying that I said, yeah. So look. So majority, but so you don't want to make enemies in Oxford, bro. And you know the Cowley Street is all Muslim. Cowley area, that's all Muslim area. It's a Muslim. I'm not saying majority, but so you don't want to make enemies in your area. And I know you live. So that's what I said to him. He goes, "Look, what the hell is this, Muhammad?" Yeah, and then afterwards, look at this. Sorry, one sec.
Okay, the context here is that Mohammed Hijab supposedly made threats against the Cosmic Skeptic after the Cosmic Skeptic released this exposure video.
This is your friendly neighborhood ex-Muslim. Today, I was deeply disturbed to see Mohammed Hijab making threats at Alex O'Connor, aka Cosmic Skeptic. I'm going to show you the bullying in action.
I'm giving you a chance to kind of retract what you said with the Somali women and the Muslim women, and stop using derogatory and loaded language with us, and stop trying to insult our Prophet and stuff, and then we can have a healthy relationship. If you stop insulting, because you need to understand the red lines. The red lines for us is when you attack Muslim women, when you attack Muslim men, Muslim people, when you use loaded language, insulting language.
What did you just say? Insulting Muslim women? What drugs are you taking, my friend? Stop the drugs, Mohammed. And let's test your red lines. Okay, let me post you the clip of the Cosmic Skeptic in which Mohammed Hijab accuses him of insulting Muslim women.
Sam Harris makes a good point that oftentimes if we go into, if I went into Somalia and said you shouldn't be putting women in bags, they'd probably say, they would accuse you of, I think he uses the term cultural imperialism.
That's it. That's the clip in which Cosmic Skeptic insults Muslim women. Let me call an ambulance. Mohammed, you finally lost your mind, my friend, eh? Popo.
Because he quoted Sam Harris as saying you shouldn't put women in bags, i.e. the burqa, hijab, whatever. Because of this, you're telling him to watch his back because Muslims might murder him? Because out of a 46-minute lecture, he quoted Harris once as saying hijabs are bags? In all seriousness?
Okay, let's see what else this guy has to say.
I mean, you can legally do it. I'm not even arguing that, on a freedom of speech level, you shouldn't or couldn't or whatever. That's your thing. You can do it, but you're going to...
Oh, really? We can do it? After you making lectures against human rights, we can criticize Somalia. Eh? You think we can do it? And let me get that straight. You can make videos on an intellectual level, okay, criticizing democracy, human rights, freedom, things like that. The USA Constitution, the Bill of Rights, in favor of death for apostasy, in favor of chopping hands. Okay, you literally say chopping hands, so what? In favor of marrying children, okay? And you can do all this in an intellectual level, okay? But when the Cosmic Skeptic makes a video criticizing the cultural norms of Somalia with 98% FGM, you get upset and you accuse him of racism and insulting women. Is that what's happening right now, Mohammed Hijab? Okay, in other words, your fair conduct is you can say whatever you like, marrying children, cutting hands, death for apostasy is cool, against democracy, against human rights. What? The Bill of Rights? Let's dismantle it. How the American Constitution is not objectively true. Whatever. Marrying wives. How many? 1, 2, 3. Beat your wife. Okay, whatever. You can say whatever you like, my friend. Offensive jihad is justified. You even said this kind of thing. Offensive jihad is justified. Okay, you want to live in a world where you can say anything, okay? And we cannot even say Somalia, a hellhole of human rights violations, putting women in bags is immoral. So you can say anything you like. We cannot say nothing. Okay? We need to be lobotomized. So, it's not the Somalis, the women abusers, it's Cosmic Skeptic.
The reason why I'm calling it cosmic hijab is because Cosmic Skeptic is throwing all these hijabs, coverings, over the main argument. And he's using all these other irrelevant, really not major points. So we're going to go through them one by one because I've watched all of Cosmic Skeptic's videos. Cosmic Skeptic had a debate with Muhammad Hijab and one other from either side. And the debate was called, Does Islam explain reality better than atheism? So do not forget that. Does Islam explain reality better than atheism? Muhammad Hijab's main argument was from contingency. Now,
in other words, you accept everything he accuses you of. Cutting and pasting parts of the debate, misrepresenting all videos he made, erasing comments that you don't like from the debate, and not allowing him to have the debate. You accept all that, apparently, but you're accusing him of misdirecting what you are doing right now. In other words, he's doing that.
I'm going to explain that to you guys, inshallah. So before you guys think, oh, big words, I don't know what's going on, yeah? Let me give you some definition. Just keep in mind, I'm going to make this very simple. I'm going to use a clear analogy, which it's all going to make sense. Just look at this analogy every time I talk, yeah? Just look at it and it will make perfect sense, yeah? Just to give a few definitions, yeah? I'm going to keep the definition there as well, yeah? So we believe hijab argument is the following from contingency. There are dependent things within our universe. Now,
What? So you will not respond to the clear-cut accusations that you cut and paste parts of the debate, that you erase comments, that you misquoted him. So you will not respond to any of this. You will go to the contingency argument. But he's directing from the issues.
we know what dependent means. Dependent and contingent is kind of synonym, yeah? Synonymous, both words, yeah? Dependent it's something that relies on something else for its existence. Contingent or dependent, you can use any of them, yeah? So I'll repeat again, relies on something else for its existence. We say those things that relies on something else in its existence, it has to have a main source of power, main source that's given rise to it. So we say there has to be something independent or necessary. So these can be seen as synonyms as well, yeah? Independent, necessary. An independent thing is something that is not non-relied for its own existence, yeah? It doesn't rely on anything for its existence. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ Allahu Samad. Allah is self-sufficient, right? Is necessary. So self-sufficient, pre-eternal, post-eternal, uncaused. That is hijab's argument. So what I have on the screen for you guys here is the argument that I'm going to use. And anytime you get confused, just look at that. It will make perfect sense. So, for example, this is a joke that I came across a long time ago, but it brought the idea forth and I found it on Google, yeah? So we have here Wikipedia, yeah? Wikipedia, don't forget the definitions we gave. Wikipedia is saying, I know everything, proudly, like I am the source, I know everything. And then Google comes and says, yo, hold on a second, yeah? I found everything. So, and then...
Ali, can you give me my hijab, please?
Yeah, babe, I was recording.
Wow, now I understand the irony. She's misdirecting you from the issues, like Cosmic Skeptic, eh? Wow, the irony. I really enjoy you have underlined messages. I'm speechless, my friend. What can I say? What can I say, my friend? You stumble me, okay? Your stupidity stumbles me, okay? I'm speechless. You are operating in levels that you go under my radar, okay? You stumble me. Ali, give me my hijab. Ali, how about you go dance la banda, my friend? The contingency argument. You made our balls itchy with the contingency argument. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's continue.
Babe, I was recording, there you go, babe. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so as I was saying, so Google says, I found everything. Facebook comes along and says, hey, I know everyone. So they're just boasting, you know, I'm the, you know, like the source of power, yes. And then internet comes and says, yo, relax. I own you. Yes, so internet, what Wikipedia, Google, Facebook, all need what? You need internet to be surviving, yeah? So internet comes and acts like, you know, he's the source of power that they all have to exist. And then computer comes and says, yo, I gave you life. Yeah, not literally, but it says, I gave you life. So the computer's coming to correct internet and saying, yo, look.
Okay, this argument is boring. To any atheist who wants to defeat this argument, just ask them, how come your God not have been any other way? How come your God cannot be any other way? He needed to be a communist. He needed to love Mohammed. He needed to love Arab supremacy. He needed to have a chin. He needed to have a leg. Your God is a possible existence. Wake up and smell the coffee. And yes, from now on, I will use English idioms as a true Englishman.
To make sense of everything. He's the ultimate source of power. That is the argument of hijab. Did Cosmic Skeptic, or should I say Cosmic Hijab, touch upon that? Let's see. So, I watched all of his video. The one he done exposing hijab. After one whole entire year, he came out, he didn't address these in the debate, and even after the debate, for some reason, 1 year after the debate.
You know why? Because IERA, your organization, didn't allow him the debate. That's the reason. Okay? That's the reason. Instead, use the debate material however you wanted, making clips like atheists stumble with a single question. Should I answer this video and I completely humiliate you right now? Or maybe let's forget about it. Atheists stumble with a simple question. The most idiotic thing I have ever seen.
Me, that shows kind of shows like a sore loser. Let me tell you why. These are the points he brought, yeah? Now, let's not forget the title. Does Islam explain reality better than atheism? So, hijab is they're trying to explain, does Islam explain reality better or does atheism? And that's what's Cosmic Skeptic doing, yeah? The first thing that he brings in his video exposing Muhammad hijab is the following. The debate wasn't prepared by Oxford University, it was prepared by Oxford Forum.
This version of this video is titled Islam versus Atheism, Oxford University Debate. This debate was not hosted by Oxford University, as it says in the event description. This was hosted by the Oxford Forum, which is a student-run society.
You didn't play the part when IERA, your organization, said to the Cosmic Skeptic, yes, we will give you the debate if you reference things correctly. And let me describe, okay, look at these people, how they reference this debate.
This video is titled Islam versus Atheism, Oxford University Debate. This debate was not hosted by Oxford University, as it says in the event description. This was hosted by the Oxford Forum, which is a student-run society. I know the organisers of the debate, they put in a lot of effort to try and get this to come to pass. And when they did, they got absolutely no credit for it. And I remember when we did the next debate that I did with Sabur Ahmed, which was also filmed by the same organisation, they told me that they were quite upset by the fact that they didn't get any reference. So that's the first thing to note, is that there's absolutely no referencing to the people who hosted the debate, nor is there a link to my channel or anything like that. And in fact, why don't we just take a look at the description of this video to see the objective manner in which the events are described. The debate was hosted by Oxford University. Not true, as I say. The topic debated was, does Islam explain reality better than atheism? And the arguments made were powerful, passionate, and intense. Alhamdulillah, the truth of Islam was demonstrated to not only be the best explanation of reality, but the only explanation of reality that makes sense with what we can observe. On the other side, the atheist's denial, notice atheist is capitalized there, by the way, of God, meant that they couldn't provide an ultimate explanation of reality without falling into self-contradictions.
Bravo. That is how you reference a formal debate. Okay, you've proven you are a cult. First of all, why you deceive your viewers? Why you tell them what to think? Isn't that what you did in the debate? Copy pasting, erasing comments, cutting up microphones. And let's see how you name this video that we are watching now. Atheist caught out by Muslim. Okay, you are propagandist. Okay, you are a cult. You have no intellectual integrity. Okay, you're operating like a club, like a cult.
Okay. All right, let's suppose argument's sake, Hijab made a grave mistake and he wrote Oxford University rather than Oxford Forum. Okay. Okay. Hijab, you're wrong.
He didn't mention the organizers. He didn't mention the organizers of the debate. Instead, he mentioned that atheists were defeated and blah, blah, blah. That's an outrage of unimaginable proportions, my friend, to not mention the organizers. And after, when Cosmic Skeptic asked the video from IERA, your organization, IERA made terms to Cosmic Skeptic to reference who made the video, who took the camera.
You are wrong. How dare you do that? Okay, we'll tell Hijab is wrong. It's Oxford Forum, not Oxford University. But hold on a second, Alex. Does that have... Okay, let's suppose... Okay, let's put that to a side. Can you answer the argument now that Hijab has put forth from the argument from Contingency? He hasn't. It doesn't touch it. Okay, I carried on watching it. I thought he would answer it in the next video.
My friend, you think that people are busting their butts to organize a debate so Islam can be supreme? You should name who made the debate. Guys, imagine you busting your butts for, I don't know, months to organize a debate, and these morons having the camera, I don't even mention them. And they had time to mention, Alhamdulillah, Islam was supreme. Okay, that's an outrage, my friend.
I mean, in the next part, as he carries on.
Allah says in the Quran, He says,
Ooh, did you spot that? Did you see what happened there? Let's watch that again.
Allah says in the Quran, He says,
Okay, so there appears to be some kind of cut now.
Okay, so now what he's saying is that you can see that he's saying that Hijab, there's a debate angle, and then all of a sudden the angle changes, and then he spots, like, it's like his, you know, you have these guys who watch movies and they try to catch out mistakes made in the movie. What Alex is doing is like he's had a massive founding, like, oh my gosh, you see he hasn't got the mic, and his tie is somewhere else, and this thing is popping up, it looks a bit out of place, and the background, it's like he has all of a sudden...
Ali, can you give me another hijab?
Okay, my friend, it was funny the first 2 times. Now you are just ridiculous, okay?
You asked for a hijab, I just gave you it.
Well, you've given me the wrong one.
But you said you want a hijab.
Yeah, but you never asked me which one.
Okay, sorry, which color?
The blue.
This one? This one?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Anyways, so he is making it seem, Alex is making it seem as if he found something like they orchestrated the whole thing.
My friend, you know very well that he did it. He cut and paste. Okay, you know that. Guys, now that this guy knows, he was probably in front when that happened. Okay, he knows with 100% certainty that Mohammed Hijab stood after the debate in a wall. They took him a scene with a camera and then copy-paste that scene into the debate. He knows that, okay? And look how honest he's being about that fact.
And they were so stupid that they forgot to put the mic on and make it look like that. Alex, it was done on purpose. And the reason it was done on purpose is because from what Muhammad Hijab told me, that he was being interrupted when he was reciting the Quran, so he free-filmed that bit. It was done on purpose, intentionally. We wasn't trying to use green screen in the back and trying to make it seem so nobody sees it.
Yeah, you forgot to mention it in the description, but you had time to mention this.
The debate was hosted by Oxford University. Not true, as I say. The topic debated was, does Islam explain reality better than atheism? And the arguments made were powerful, passionate, and intense. Alhamdulillah, the truth of Islam was demonstrated to not only be the best explanation of reality, but the only explanation of reality that makes sense with what we can observe. On the other side, the atheist's denial, notice atheist is capitalized there, by the way, of God, meant that they couldn't provide an ultimate explanation of reality without falling into self-contradictions. So this is a...
It's so obvious. You can see it for yourself. It's so blatantly obvious.
Okay, let's go forward.
We'll concentrate on these petty issues, yeah? Oxford Union, Oxford Form, adding a video in there, like he's adding a new argument in there. It's just the Quran.
So far you admitted that you didn't mention the organizers of the debate. And you cut and paste scenes into the debate. And those are petty issues. Okay, let's go forward.
Yeah? Now, okay, the third point is going to be the point where he'll address hijab and break down his argument for contingency. No! He comes up with...
the debate that I uploaded with Jonathan McLatchy has 469,000 views and 18,400 comments. Okay, that's the kind of ratio that I tend to get on a video, and especially a debate like this one. Okay, so nearly 500,000 views and 18,500 comments. Compare that to Muhammad Hijab's debate, which has more views. It's got just over 700,000 views, and how many comments? 661.
How is it that the comments are not appearing? And I was thinking, okay, seems like a valid point. So he made a screenshot, and in this screenshot there's about 700,000 something views on Hijab's video of the video, and only 500 or 600 comments. And now that's surprising to you. Well, it's surprising to you, Alex, because you don't know him. We know him, yeah? He puts comments for review because a lot of people come insulting.
So, you censored comments. You admitted also to this. You censored the comments of the debates, only the comments that praise you. You won the debate. This can pass. My friend, you even deleted my comment. I was very respectful. I just said I made up philosophical point, and you censored also my comment. So, in other words, what you did is you let only the comments that praise you on the debate. Is that what you admitted right now? Okay, let's continue for the next admission. I admire your nerve to have the face to stand in front of a camera with a title. Look, the title that he added to this video. He named his video, the one we are seeing right now, Atheist Caught Out by Muslim. I mean, your nerves break every limit, okay? Every limit. In a video where you admit doing all those things, you name this video Atheist Caught Out. The atheist caught out by him. My friend, you must be out of your mind, my friend.
The way you made this out to be is like somebody in the comment section was going to bring a mad argument and Hijab's whole video was going to be dismantled. And he was like, no, we cannot bear to do that.
And yet, that's exactly what happened. I made a great comment that dismantled Muhammad Hijab. Yet my comment was not in this video. Ella, come on, let's go forward.
Alex, for real, I can show you many examples. One of those is the debate he had with David Wood, where he destroyed and annihilated David Wood, finished his career off, and there's over 1.6 million views, and there's about just over 1,500 comments, yeah? Okay, so, hold on a second, are you going to accuse him of that as well?
Yes! You just admitted that, my friend. Yes. You just admitted that. This guy just admitted what he did, and now he forgot he just admitted that. Yes, we will accuse you again for this thing. Oh, we will never do that. You just admitted that you did that. Sorry, guys, but okay. And let's see what happened in this debate.
But if you look what he says there, already he sets up a hierarchy. Says the day of their time, He says, no one knows, referring to the level of men. And then he says, not even the angels. So that's the entire created order. No man knows, not even the angels, not even the Son, only the Father. So even in this verse you're quoting, he's putting himself...
1 minute left.
He's putting himself above all of creation. He's putting himself above all of creation. And so the question is, why would Jesus say that he doesn't know the hour? Well, there's a long explanation, which I'm not even sure is correct. But usually we would explain this in terms of. But usually we would explain.
Embarrassing, right?
Give me the easier one here. Hey, you're interfering with my time here.
I find it amusing that you use this debate where Mohammed Hijab totally humiliated himself, and you think you won some kind of impressions. Is that what you think? In this debate, Mohammed Hijab only had attitude, nothing else. Okay, every single word he said since then is been conclusively refuted. I mean, not philosophically, conclusively. Let me remind you some sweet moments.
Welcome to another episode of Salamcast, and this is a very special episode indeed. Wait, before I carry on, let me just comb my beard. Hope you're getting the good angle on that, inshallah. Most of you...
Look how confident they were that they won the debate. Talking about delusion, okay? Talking about delusion. And now reality. This debate was the debate where he said that God prays and gave food for the DCCI group to mock him for the next 5 months.
AD, it's a long way. He says, Allah says that Allah yusalli ala nabi, and he's here saying that he prays to the Prophet. There's a difference between yusalli lahu and yusalli ala in the Arabic language. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to have to give you a free Arabic lesson here today. I knew it. And that's why the translators put for, not to the Prophet.
You knew it, eh? You knew it. Maybe you knew also that Christians will mock you for this for the next 5 months. You knew it, eh? God pray to whom? This was the question, my friend. Wake up. Then, after bragging about how good is he in languages, he said that in Hebrew, Emmanuel, Elijah, or Emmanuel means God with us.
Yeah, but she was fluent in both Arabic, obviously, and Hebrew as well.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, Hebrew language. Now,
Allahu Akbar.
obviously, that's one of the greatest criticisms
Yeah.
was that I made a few Hebrew mistakes,
Yeah.
especially in the name of Elijah.
No, you made few Hebrew mistakes in a debate where you were condescending, mocking your interlocutor that he don't know languages. And he didn't make any mistake, only you made the mistakes. That is what actually happened. And I really enjoy how you admit now also in this debate that you were wrong. So you admitted also in this debate you were wrong. These guys just admit they are wrong. Sorry, I was wrong. But I won the debate. Okay, anyway, let's continue.
So are there 7 gods now? Because the word in Hebrew is ruach. And you wouldn't know about Hebrew because look, I think not only do you not know Arabic, but you don't know Hebrew, and you're making a big mistake by trying to interpret the biblical text in this way.
No, it doesn't. Sorry. Sorry. Then you made the other thing, what was it? I guess the 300 years. 300 years!
Of those church fathers for the first 300 years, listen to what I'm saying, none of those church fathers for the first 300 years of church history inferred a Nicene Trinity from this. Can you imagine? 300 years.
Really? Really? How about this?
People like Clement of Rome, Polycarp.
Okay, and this video is half an hour video, if not even more, of quotes. Okay, so, and then you said this travesty.
Point 2 about Christianity not being spread by the sword is a misreading of history. Actually, if you look at Constantine and the Theodosian Code, actually the only way Christianity spread through the Roman Empire was through the sword. Look at the primary source material about the Theodosian Code. From Theodosius II, he enforced Nicene Trinitarianism by force, according to all of the historians, across the whole of the Roman Empire until the pagan religions of the Romans were completely dissipated. Not to mention, of course, colonialism. Not to mention, of course, the Spanish colonists. Not to mention, of course, one of the biggest.
Did you just say the Spanish colonists? You mean yourself colonizing Spain? Is that what you mean? What's wrong with you, my friend? God damn it.
Casualties in war in human history, yes, one of the biggest was when the Spanish Empire and the French Empire and the British Empire spread it to your country in Africa. It spread it everywhere. Don't tell me it wasn't spread by the sword. Don't tell me it wasn't spread by the sword. What are you talking about? The difference between Islam and Christianity in this regard was that Islam spread organically, whereas Christianity required a man who was an empire at that time to spread it forcefully. We fought, as Muslims, the bigger enemy. You were the bigger enemy, fighting the smaller people. That's the difference. Don't tell me about these things. Don't misread history.
Just the expression of Robert Spencer shows what happened. Okay? Shows what happened. What you just said, my friend, was monstrously stupid. Okay? It was a crime. It was a crime against intellectualism. Then we had this sweet moment where you said this about God having parts.
Allah has parts. He says Muslim scholars say we should take this literally. Which Muslim scholars? Which Muslim scholars? He says
all Muslim scholars in human history. That's who. You fucking idiot. Okay? That's who. All Muslim scholars in all human history. So, guys, in this debate, he didn't say a single word that was true. A single word. Okay. Much more. What I just shown you is the tip of the iceberg. Much more. Every word he said was wrong.
When he actually dismantled it, is he scared that somebody in the comment section is going to come and... Come on, Alex. He holds it for review. I do it the other way around. I let comments go and I delete the ones that insult our religion, yeah? Hijab does the other way around. He reviews them and allows the ones that are not insulting.
Like the Gestapo. Like the Gestapo in Nazi Germany. You censor comments, my friend. My friend, how much pathetic can you possibly be? You are a weakling. In my videos, when somebody insults me, it's like Christmas came early, my friend. I'm happy. I'm happy, my friend. Popo, it would be like Christmas came. Ali Dawah, if you come to my videos and you insult me, I will be happy. Wow. Popo, he made a mistake, I will think. I like, my friend, how is it possible? You should like the comments that you can debate. What's wrong? How fucked up is your mind, my friend? You see a challenging comment and you get sad.
I'm sure he has no problem with someone criticizing his stance.
Look how he stumbled. Suddenly he heard himself talking and his inner self understood how stupid is what he said. Look this scene again. Look this scene again, please.
I'm sure he has no problem with someone criticizing his stance.
No, please. Please. Okay, in this moment he hears himself talking and he understands how stupid is what he said.
I'm sure he has no problem with someone criticizing his stance.
But I must give you, my friend, you are a natural comedy. My friend, natural comedy. You are okay, let's go forward.
You know, he doesn't have that. So please, that's another petty issue. And I've shown you examples that he does this in other videos. So
what? You shown that he does this in another video, in other videos. So he did that with David Wood. After all, guys, sorry, guys, I'm really sorry. Let me focus. Okay, look what he said a few seconds ago.
Alex, for real, I can show you many examples. One of those is the debate he had with David Wood, where he destroyed and annihilated David Wood, finished his career off, and there's over 1.6 million views, and there's about just over 1,500 comments, yeah? Okay, so, hold on a second, are you going to accuse him of that as well?
And I said, yes. And now he admitted he did that. And now he admitted he did that. Look.
You know, he doesn't have that. So please, that's another petty issue. And I've shown you examples that he does this in other videos. So
and you've shown us examples that he does that in other videos. You mean with David Wood? So you admitted that you censored the comments also in the debate with David Wood. Bravo. You are my hero. Now that you admitted that, it makes your position better.
Again, you've thrown another hijab meaning covering, if you watch the video, to the main argument, which is on the screen, the argument from Contingency. But let's see, is he going to answer it on the next point? He doesn't again.
It happened that it cut out at the moment I was talking about the Quranic verse, which has the injunction about...
My friend, if you admit now that you also cutted his microphone, okay, I will destroy my computer. And I will put down my channel. Okay. Please tell me you won't do that. Please tell me.
Hitting wives, right? Now, when I started talking about that, how the Quran permits men to beat their wives, my microphone cut out, right? Now, that might be a mysterious point.
But those wives from whom you fear arrogance, first advise them, then, if they persist, forsake them in bed, and finally, strike them.
Then what? What comes next? Well, of course, we have no way to know because my microphone cut out at the exact moment that I said, and finally, strike them. Which
talking about in Surah Nisa verse 34, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you have dispute with your wife, tell them first, advise them, they don't listen, move from the bed, no intimacy, and if they don't listen, beat them. Firstly, this is out of context, but Alex is claiming something, a supernatural or some kind of a phenomena that happened, yeah? Or some kind of a plot, yeah? That when he was just about to say, and beat them, the audio cut out. So the way Alex is going about this, once again, he hasn't touched upon the main argument and he's using irrelevant points, yeah? He's claiming as if he came across, he's the first English-speaking person in the whole wide world, came across this Quran verse and he can't wait for everybody to see it. And that's that moment of time, the limelight. And he opens the Quran and he's about to read it. And Sabur says, no one can know about that verse. And Hijab gives them a sign to Sabur and says, cut him.
You just gave up the guy in the camera who did cut it. My friend, this cannot be a coincidence. This cannot be a coincidence. It's impossible because you are so dumb that you put the sound again at the moment the verse ended. And now you admit that there is a guy that can do that. What was his name? You named him. What was his name?
And that's that moment of time, the limelight. And he opens the Quran and he's about to read it. And Sabur says no.
And Sabur says no, the cameraman. You gave him up, my friend. Okay, this guy knows that Sabur did that. And he gave him... God damn it. God damn it, my friend. You cannot lie, eh? You cannot lie.
No one can know about that verse. And Hijab gives them a sign to Sabur and says, cut him, cut him.
No, he didn't give him a sign. He cut it himself. The same way he copied-paste everything else. The same way you censor messages. He cut it himself. He didn't need someone to tell him. And his name is Sabur. You gave him up. Why you talking? In order to remember his name, that means that you were thinking, oh, Sabur did that. That's the only explanation. Why else you told his name right now? That means it's in your mind.
And Sabur runs, and he goes to the mic and says, mute. Alex, this argument, this contention has been brought up left, right, center for the donkey years.
And all your translations translated wrong. And you deny it. And I can put you in the screen 5 videos where you say this verse says, beat them lightly with a toothbrush. You deny it in all the videos you made. You say, it says beat them lightly with a toothbrush. Isn't that what you say? Have you got a history of being transparent in this verse? Have you got a history of being transparent? Or the complete opposite? Don't make me crazy.
And it's been debunked. And it's been exposed. And it's...
Ali Dawah, let me bring you back to reality, my friend. You haven't debunked or exposed anything in your life. If my life was depending on this, somebody told me, if Ali Dawah exposed something in his life, we will kill you. I would say he never exposed anything. Okay? My friend, you haven't exposed anything in your life. In your case, it's impossible. It's like saying, I don't know, making the round of Earth in 3 seconds. That is how difficult it is for you to expose something.
Been put that is out of context. You're making a special case as if you're the only one that's about to come with that and your mic got mute. The mic got mute so many times even when Hijab was talking and you know that.
Only in the beginning for a couple of seconds and you compensated the volume. That is what actually happened. You fucking idiot. Then you say it's out of context. How on earth a straightforward word command is out of context? God says, beat them, but it's out of context. You went to heaven and saw the circumstance of your God. You went to heaven and God, when he said that, he was arguing with his wife. How a direct command of God can be out of context? Please tell me. Okay, guys, this is the end of the first part of this marathon exposure. There are much more that I will that I really enjoy my excitement. There are much more that I will cover in the next video. This will be the part 1. And yes, in the next video I will also sing at the end. Don't think you avoid it. Don't think you avoid it.